Ariel Helwani has provided a new update on the Isaac Dulgarian fixed fight allegations. For those unaware, to quickly sum it up, Dulgarian lost to Yadier Del Valle via submission in the first round over the weekend. Dulgarian opened up as a -250 favorite, but his odds suddenly dropped to -154 just before the fight, sparking suspicion among fans and sportsbooks. A large wave of bets came in on Dulgarian to lose in the first round, which is exactly how the fight ended. Afterwards, several betting sites refunded wagers due to concerns of possible fight fixing. Ariel Helwani says the UFC was aware of the situation before the fight and held multiple conversations with Dulgarian regarding the unusual betting activity. He doesn't believe the UFC was involved, but adds that they should have just pulled the fight given the clear red flags. Ariel also confirms that this situation is on the FBI's radar.
Here's what I know regarding this story, and there's a bigger story at play here, obviously. UFC was aware of this. They were made aware of it. And my understanding is there were conversations with Dulgarian and his team about this activity and questioning him what is going on. And multiple times he said that, according to my sources, that he was good to go, that there was nothing of this sort happening, and that there was nothing to worry about, essentially. Now, I have talked to multiple people who have known Isaac for a long time and who have trained with Isaac and who have heard about training sessions. And I have been told that in the gym, he goes up against some of the best fighters in the world. The Yusuf Zalals of the world, the Corey Sandhagens of the world, like some of the top guys in that area, in the Denver area. And not only does he go toe-to-toe, but sometimes gets the better of them. And I've been told that he is an absolute stud. And those same people had the same reaction that Daniel Cormier had the same reaction that Michael Chiesa had, which was, what the hell was going on? I believe that in this case, the UFC should have just pulled the fight. What's the point? Just pull the fight. There's nothing in the contract that states you can't pull the fight. Pull the fight. Why lead yourself to this? To be clear, I don't think the UFC had anything to do with any sort of nefarious activity. Nothing that has been said to me would suggest that in any way, shape, or form. But if there are clear signs of some weird stuff going on, some weird gambling activity going on, if he's not quite acting himself back there, pull the fight. Why? It's not worth it. My understanding is this is on the FBI's radar. How deep of an investigation is unclear at this time. This is all very new. But yes, it is accurate.
Ariel says that this is not the first time that this has happened and has been told multiple UFC fighters have been offered money to throw fights in the past.
This is not an isolated incident. And what I mean by that is, I have talked to multiple people who have either experienced or know of others who experienced situations where they have been approached about their willingness to do something like this. So I have been told by multiple people that they have been approached, they have been talked to and said, are you interested in this? Are you interested in throwing a fight for X amount of dollars?
Multiple UFC fighters have come out and claimed that they have been approached to throw fights in the past. Vince Morales posted this. He said, all this throwing the fight stuff is crazy. I've been approached about doing it, and it's not something I could live with, even though I ended up losing the damn fight anyways. This user replied saying, how much were you offered? Morales said, pennies considering how big of a deal it is, $70K. Those posts were eventually deleted, and Morales claims he was joking. He said, okay, well, sorry about all that. Terrible timing for what I thought was a good joke. Poor taste. This is so grimy. Lando Venata posted this. He said, fair. I was approached 7 times to throw a fight. My record reflects my integrity. For the record, he's 12-7. He also backtracked on his statement. On his Instagram story, he said, to be clear, I've never been approached about throwing a fight, nor anyone I know, because I'm not a and would never disrespect the martial arts for money. Vanessa Demopoulos also says she was approached. She said, yeah, people have approached me to throw fights also. My integrity could never. We've spent our lives learning skills and honoring this sport. Can't believe people compromise their morals like this. Tom Lawler called out both Vince Morales and Lando Venata for backtracking on their statements. He said multiple fighters also now walking back what they said publicly as just jokes, when there was no attempt at humor, nothing funny was said, and no one laughed. The UFC released an official statement regarding Isaac Dulgarian and the irregular betting patterns. It reads, like many professional sports organizations, UFC works with an independent betting integrity service to monitor wagering activity on our events. Our betting integrity partner, IC360, monitors wagering on every UFC event and is conducting a thorough review of the facts surrounding the Dulgarian vs. Del Valle bout on Saturday, November 1st. We take these allegations very seriously, and along with the health and safety of our fighters, nothing is more important than the integrity of our sport. It turns out the UFC also withheld Isaac Dulgarian's entire purse due to this situation. Ariel Helwani reports that there's no timeline as to when or even if they will release it. Investigation pending. Merab Dvalishvili is not interested in fighting Alexander Volkanovski. Merab says even if he moves up to featherweight, he still doesn't want to fight Volk.
Is there any world where you might challenge Alexander Volkanovski down the line?
Yeah, right now I'm good where I'm at, and so number one, I have so much respect and love for Alexander Volkanovski, and I cannot never like challenge him. You know, he's great. You know, as a person, as a fighter, as a father. And second, you know, I have a tough opponent like Peter Yan, and after, you know, I'm sure like UFC will have some opponent for me, and I want to focus for my weight class. And if UFC asks me, or if you really comes to think that if I really don't have a really top opponent in my weight class, and if I really beat everyone, and then maybe I go up, but I still don't want to say that I want to fight Alexander Volkanovski. But I would like to take some super fights, maybe up weight class or something like that. I can take some more challenges.
The boxing match between Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis has been canceled. Reports surfaced that Gervonta's ex-girlfriend filed a lawsuit against him, accusing him of battery, aggravated battery, false imprisonment, kidnapping, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. Following the news, Jake Paul's team reportedly reached out to Francis Ngannou as a potential replacement, a move that Francis found disrespectful. Francis fired back in an interview with TMZ Sports. He said, yes, Nikisa reached out the other day and told me how they need a replacement for Gervonta, and after I listened, I wasn't getting it. I said, okay, what can I do for you? What exactly? He said, we're looking for a replacement, but I still don't get it. Like, okay, what exactly can I do for you? He was like, yeah, we were thinking about you to fight Jake. I was like, what? Who's Jake? I was so confused. I wasn't expecting that at all. He said, Jake Paul, you know he's fighting. I'm like, no, bro, come on. Don't disrespect me like that. They even came out after and said, what if the numbers are good? He sent out some number. I said, it's not about the number. If it was about the number, we could have started talking. I would have told you. I'm just not interested. It makes no sense for me. It's not what I'm looking at right now. No, there's no such thing happening. How can they go from Gervonta Davis to Francis Ngannou? Gervonta Davis is a fantastic boxer and is a one-shot knockout artist. But come on, they're way different in everything and it makes no sense. Gervonta Davis, you say, okay, the size difference can level up, but at this point for me to do it makes no sense. Francis and Jake then went back and forth on X. Jake responded to that interview saying, idiot. He followed up saying, dear Francis, just say you already got humiliated in boxing and are scared to lose to Jake Paul. I accept that. You are light work, my friend. Stuck in mud. Francis fired back saying, choose your words wisely, boy. I agree that you need someone to discipline you for what you did to Mike Tyson, but stay in your lane. Jake responded once again saying, my lane helped your lane. I spoke up for you over and over again. No more. Look at yourself in the mirror. God don't like ugly. Maybe the truth is you are a fake holier-than-thou actor when it's always been just about you. Maybe use your platform to speak on the youth of your country. Posting a flag ain't it. Instead of doing TMZ interviews like a con man to talk about me. Reality check. I sleep you in boxing, and John Jones does in. Jake ended it off saying, small, medium, large, or extra large, I don't give a F. Francis responded saying, you did speak up for me in the past, but we are still not in the same lane. Grow up and don't fall so low. Dominick Cruz has launched a new podcast called Love and War. and his first guest was none other than his longtime rival Urijah Faber. For newer MMA fans, Cruz and Faber have a storied history, having fought each other 3 times over the course of their careers. Urijah actually handed Cruz his first professional loss back in 2007 in WEC. Cruz got his revenge years later, defeating Faber by unanimous decision at both UFC 132 and UFC 199.
Faber, good to see you, man. Thanks
Good to
for
see
coming.
you.
So this is basically the first one, and I figured whether I wanted to admit it or not, you were pretty much the rocket ship for my career early on. The loss really I
appreciate
it lit a fire under my ass losing to you, and so it's only fair that maybe we get you on the first podcast.
Yeah,
and here we
buddy.
are opening up with you.
Yeah, we're winning together now, which is awesome.
Sean O'Malley admits that he watches Conor McGregor's press conferences on repeat. He says he's jealous and wishes he could talk like Conor does.
Conor's such a character. We forget. We're going to be looking back in 20 years when it's all said and done and everyone's a little bit older. We're going to look back like, damn, we got to witness Conor era. He was a fucking freak.
What do you think about promoter Conor era? You've seen that? You saw that one with where he's promoting it?
Bro, I watch those on repeat sometimes. I'll watch him promote bare knuckle BKFC, and then I'll rewatch it.
I thought that was so stupid when he was talking to who's that? I don't know, the 2 guys that fought for the
Mike
the guy?
Perry and Jeremy
Yeah.
Simmons.
And when the way he was talking, I just thought he sounded so dumb. Conor?
Oh, I was jealous. I'm like, I wish I could talk like that. He just went, BKFC is the baddest sport alive.
Yeah.
Like that. You don't like it?
No, it's not that. It's what he was saying. I can't remember what he said to him.
If he loses, you out. I thought it was all just gang.
Or something about whoever won them, they had to fight Conor, the real boss, or some shit. I just thought it was dumb because he's not going to do it. That's what I thought. I was like, why it just sounded dumb?
I don't know. It gets me excited to think. The possibilities, man. The possibilities.
Jean Silva revealed that his next fight is already scheduled, and he's just waiting for his opponent to sign the contract. Silva's looking to rebound from his recent TKO loss to Diego Lopes.
É que, pô, tô com luta marcada, não posso dizer a data, tô em Abu Dhabi, recebi ligação ontem do meu empresário, tô com luta marcada, tô esperando o fulano ou o ciclano assinar, e tá mais perto do que a gente imagina, melhor do que eu imaginava, a data, o evento em si. Deixa aqui no comentário, pra mim, qual evento você acha que eu vou estar lutando, qual data, e aí quem sabe eu não faço a grande merda de anunciar antes do UFC.
Mario Bautista reveals after his unanimous decision loss to Umar Nurmagomedov, Hunter Campbell approached him in the back, thanked him, and told him he's going to get him a fun fight next. Bautista said, "I'm not sure. I haven't really thought about it yet. Still trying to digest this one. I don't know. It was pretty cool. When we were leaving, they kick you out the back after you're done pretty much. Hunter Campbell came running out. He was just like, hey, I want to say thanks for doing this. Great effort, this and that. We're going to get you something fun for next time. We'll work something out." I was like, oh hell yeah. There's a few people. Figgy's out there, Cheeto Vera, and we can do that Corey Sandhagen rematch too. Those are things I've seen online. Daniel Cormier was highly impressed with Gable Steveson's 13-second knockout win at Dirty Boxing over the weekend.
Gable Steveson has finally got into the game. We thought for a long time Gable
There's a topic change, but yeah.
Topic change. And this is one you can really get into, right?
Yeah.
This is one we can get into. Gable Steveson has fought twice now. He fought in LFA, got the job done. He fought last weekend in Dirty Boxing. He won in 15 seconds, Chael. Jumped over the rope. First off, he tells McMahon he wants an opportunity. But you know what's most impressive? Chael, to get to McMahon, he literally runs over and just jumps over the ropes. You want to talk about an athlete? That big bear can move. What did you make of Gable Steveson last weekend?
I have the same opinion as you. Like, what was the cooler thing? Winning that so fast, cutting the promo, or jumping the ropes hands free? I agree with you. And what a display of athleticism to describe a fellow fighter, particularly a young man, Daniel, right? Like, as a veteran, you and I don't look up to the younger guys. We say he looks like he has potential, but there was something very honorable and admirable about what Gable did. He left his lifetime of skills in the back. He agrees to a bare knuckle fight of which he knows nothing about. He just leveled the playing field. Forget about Olympic this or NCAA that.
Recently, rumors began circulating that Kayla Harrison would defend her bantamweight title against Amanda Nunes at the upcoming UFC White House event. Kayla addressed those rumors during her recent appearance on Jorge Masvidal's podcast, saying the fight might actually happen sooner.
No, there's a
before
a
that-
fight on the horizon.
What was the fight? When and where?
I can't say that. It's not booked yet.
It's not booked yet?
It's not. I mean, it's
You can tell nobody. You can tell me I'm not gonna tell nobody. Look.
it's a fight that we all want to see happen, and it's gonna happen sooner rather than later.
Is it around a very patriotic celebration?
Before that, my perfect world, I fight soon, and then I fight again at the White House.
Okay.
But for sure, I'm gonna be on the White House card. I'm the only American champion.
Okay, and then let's say you fight this person that everybody wants you to fight, including myself. Somebody else after that?
No, for
Just
sure,
the-
I'm not done. I'm gonna whoop her ass real quick, and then in my perfect world, like either Valentina beats Whaley, and then we do like a.
I think Valentino come up with 35.
I mean, I hope so. Why not? We do like a USA versus Russia, like, or everybody been talking about how Ronda's coming back, so that would be great. Just to like.
Nah, but I love
Just
Ronda. She's been out too long. You can't do it. The Ronda.
Or whoever's next in line.
Ron-
Like, I literally don't care. I'll fight
Ronda-
anybody.
Paddy Pimblet went off on Islam Makhachev. Last week, Islam laughed at the idea of Paddy getting the next lightweight title shot against Ilia Topuria.
And now I don't know who is gonna be next for Ilya.
Kind of feels like Paddy is sort of the most likely one. It's a vision.
Oh man, maybe Arman, maybe Gaethje, but not Paddy for sure.
How come?
Man, I don't know who Paddy beat who. Like Tony Ferguson, who else he beat?
Michael Chandler.
Chan. Man. Everybody beat Chandler. I don't know. Maybe honestly, it's not big challenge for Topuria. If he beat Arman, it's like. Because Arman have good skills, striking, wrestling, grappling. He's a good fighter. But Paddy, nobody checked Paddy before.
Paddy fired back at Islam today, saying he hopes Jack Della Maddalena punches his head in at UFC 322. Paddy says if Islam drops back down to lightweight afterwards, he'll be waiting to do the same.
I hope JDM absolutely punches his little head in. Yeah, I hope JDM batters him. I think JDM's a much better boxer. And if he can keep it on the feet, then he will absolutely batter him. And I hope he does. Islam was chatting pony the other day, saying who have I beat when he got a title shot at lightweight off beating Bobby Green, someone who I beat faster than you little bum. So, how about that one, Islam? Get back down to lightweight and I'll punch your head in as well.
And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. For daily MMA news and content, subscribe to Full Mount MMA and click the bell icon to be notified when we post videos. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. The first one says, Bo getting demoted to the prelims after that tweet is just too good. The second one's from Shiggy Stardust. It's in reference to Ilia Topuria seemingly taking shots at his wife on Instagram. It said Ilia's just trying to get ahead of Anik, who would announce his divorce during his next fight. And the final one's from Soccer2862. It says, I'm not shocked about the fight fixing. Online betting has taken over sports. Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured in the next one, all you have to do is comment down below. And if you missed yesterday's news, click the video on screen right now to get caught up.